Hi, I'm Les Huckfield. I lecture at Glasgow Caledonian and also at the Open University. And I've just written a book which is going to be published by Manchester University Press in November called How Blair Killed the Co-ops. I have an overriding concern, and this is what the book seeks to show. The organizations that I was involved in setting up and developing and finding funding for from the 1970s onwards were essentially local organizations for community defense, usually against Thatcher in the 1980s, but essentially they were controlled and operated and accountable to those local communities. Sad to say, after the Blair changes in the first new Labour government after 1997, and that's why the book is called How Blair Killed the Co-ops, all of that then started to develop into a policy whereby instead of these organizations being instruments of community defense and providing community services, they started to become much more like profit-making, business-minded organizations. And what my book seeks to do is not to pick a fight with anybody, but simply to give what I regard as an accurate description, because in most of those events and in many of those occasions, I personally was involved. So I saw it all happening with my own eyes and based on my own personal experience. And during that initial period of a Blair government, that's when co-ops became social enterprises. That's when co-ops and social enterprises, if I may say so, started to lose their way. And we've now arrived at a period where just as social enterprises in many cases are controlled by just one or two people and very small groups, and they involve private money and pay external dividends, they're involved in competing against the private sector, also afraid that co-ops are going in the same direction. So that's what my book intends to do then. That's why some people have called it the co-ops chill cost. I wanted to explain how all of that had happened, how social enterprises and cooperatives have really changed their purpose and really changed their basis. That's what the book's all about. And thank you for listening.